Many of today's Middle Eastern borders are surprisingly young, and their creation reshaped communities that had existed for centuries. Before World War I, much of the region belonged to the Ottoman Empire, whose administrative map looked very different from today's states. World War I shattered Ottoman power and left the victorious Allies deciding what would replace centuries of imperial rule. Britain encouraged Arab revolt against Ottoman rule while discussing the possibility of substantial Arab independence after the war. Meanwhile, Britain and France secretly negotiated Sykes-Picot, dividing Ottoman Arab territories into competing zones of control and influence. In 1917, Britain also endorsed establishing a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, adding another competing political commitment. At the same time, oil was becoming a strategic resource, making control and influence across the region even more valuable. After the war, the League of Nations mandate system placed Syria and Lebanon under France, while Britain administered Iraq and Palestine. The first post-war settlement collapsed, and the 1923 Treaty of Lausanne established a very different territorial settlement for modern Turkey. No independent Kurdish state emerged, leaving Kurdish populations divided across several modern countries and creating a lasting political question. Britain combined the former Ottoman provinces of Mosul, Baghdad, and Basra into the political framework that became modern Iraq. Iraq also inherited difficult geography. Vital rivers originate beyond its borders, while its access to the Persian Gulf is narrow. French rule reorganized the Levant into Lebanon and Syria, placing highly diverse religious and ethnic communities inside new political frameworks. Political borders divided states, but rivers ignored those lines, tying Turkey, Syria, and Iraq to the same vulnerable water systems. Later oil discoveries were distributed unevenly, often placing enormous wealth inside regions already divided by ethnicity, sect, and political borders. The 1947 UN partition proposal was followed by war in 1948, Israel's creation, and large-scale Palestinian displacement. New borders interacted with oil, ideology, regional rivalries, and foreign intervention, turning local disputes into much larger geopolitical struggles. The borders did not make war inevitable, but understanding how they were created explains why so many disputes became extraordinarily difficult to resolve.